going on? What's going on? I've been trying to get on here all evening. I've been wanting. I had done a live stream earlier today, if you didn't see it, um, about the whole Cassie Diddy fiasco and her being on the stand for 4 days this week, and just kind of recapping and going over some of that because a lot of people got opinions about whether Cassie was complicit, or was she really a victim, or was she just there, and having the time of her life, getting whooped and beat down all up and down the place because, hey, at least she got to be beautiful and have a lot of money and be taken care of, supposedly. So, we were discussing that earlier, but I wasn't really feeling it tonight. I'm just out chilling. I'm at a cute little bar right now, like behind my house. Um, just cooling out, having a glass of wine. I haven't had one of those in a long while. We'll see if anybody pops on. Hope everybody's having a blessed Saturday. We are based in Pinheiros, Brazil, in São Paulo. And yeah, just having a real cool urban lifestyle here in South America is a blessing. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about Brazil and São Paulo and what it's like living here. For those of you who don't know or have not been on my YouTube channel or seen any of my old videos, me and my children have been kind of living in and out of Brazil for the last few years. This latest stint, we've been here about a year now. And I've lived in Brazil even prior to being a parent, so I've been kind of coming back and forth for a while now. And we love it. A lot of people are looking for places to go in the world where they can feel at home, where they can feel at peace, where they can have a good quality of life and it not cost them a whole lot of money. And I would say Brazil is definitely that spot for me. So, I've lived in a lot of places, and me and my children have kind of been traveling around just looking for that right international spot for many years. I mean, lived up in Mexico, we've lived different parts of Hawaii, stayed up in France and Spain and Canary Islands and parts of West Africa, Senegal, you know, throughout the Caribbean, different islands in the Caribbean, so many different places. And it's just like we had come to Brazil during the pandemic and just really enjoyed it. And so we decided to come back this time and do like the full urban experience here in São Paulo. We had, prior to this, we're based in St. Croix, Virgin Islands. And it's just a vibe. It's just a traveling lifestyle. And not only just traveling just to be traveling, but, exploring to see where you feel the best. And I feel like that's what we've been doing. And we kind of have landed on Brazil, and it just really works. Brazil offers a really high quality of life. It's very gentle. People think it's some rough and rugged place. I'm like, no, it's one of the most gentle places you can come. I mean, obviously, if you're living in Rio de Janeiro, where, crime is just rampant half the time, yeah, you're probably going to run into some stuff. But most of the country's so chill. It's so relaxed. People are humane. They cool. They kind of keep to themselves, mind their business. You don't really have a whole lot of people staring you down about this or that. You just can kind of move and be free without a whole lot of extra shit out here. It's really nice, especially down here in the South, because everybody's hustling, they making money, they living hard, they living well, they partying hard. Everybody's just on their grind, they're doing their art, they're doing whatever it is that is their passion. Like, it's just a vibe. São Paulo, the city, has about 12 million people in it. And then the surrounding area of it, like if you include the metro area, has an additional, I don't know, like 10 or something. There's like about 22, 23 million people in this area that are considered a part of the city of São Paulo. So it's sizable. But you wouldn't even really know. I mean, it don't really carry on like no super crazy mega city like that, even though it is that. So, yeah, man. I love São Paulo. So you guys, the spot I'm in, child, I don't know what they sell up in here for food. It's right behind my house, man. I think it's a vegan, vegetarian place. I'm like, they doing a lot for a vegetarian place, boy. But hey, they got a big old bar right in the front. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see. I knew wasn't nobody gonna come on tonight. It's all about that topic and that you know. And now everybody want to talk about Diddy. I'm like, I want to go in on that whole situation because tomorrow I'm going to jump on here and probably go on StreamYard and pull up some materials. I want to talk a little bit about like what it means to, be a victim of abuse and how that looks and what it means to be a victim and it not look the way everybody thinks it's supposed to look. It don't always look like you're running for your life. You got black eyes, you down and out, depressed, and can't do nothing. That's not how being a victim always looks. Sometimes it looks like you being love bombed, you being bought the most expensive bags, the most expensive items, you being given cars, you've been, taken care of, put up in homes. You know what I mean? All of these things, that same abuse can look so different. So it's like people need to understand that just because somebody is living lavishly doesn't mean that they're good and that their lives are, in a good space. And I think that this whole thing with Cassie Ventura and Diddy and all that is a good thing for especially younger girls to put their eyes and attention to in a way because just because it looks good, just because it's glittering, what do they say? It don't mean it's gold. It doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. It doesn't mean it's going to benefit you. And you definitely can't get caught up in no love bombing and even listening to the words that come out of, especially a man's mouth. So it's like it's a really good lesson for women and young women, to understand that you really, really need to be self-centered and self-focused. Because if you allow to yourself to be led into stuff by people, they're gonna lead you to the wrong. They are going to lead you the wrong way. And so that's what I got to say today. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. I'm gonna come on tomorrow. I might pull up some material to talk about Stockholm syndrome, trauma bonding, the whole nine. We gonna go in.